Welcome to Hot 97 News, a brand new 2-hour daily live news show where we just talk about the news. We're updating you on what's going on in this country. I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Ronndell with 2 N's and Million.
Hey.
And at this point, I think the streets want to know if America just plans to take over the world.
Yeah, right.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Of course you do. Of course.
No, I'm playing. Let me
So
No,
always
you're not,
one.
you're not joking. You're serious.
So, of course, this started because of what just happened with Venezuela. The Venezuelan president / dictator was kidnapped / captured, whatever word you want to use. And after that happened, and that's still, of course, making its way through the courts for Maduro and just in the public sphere of whether or not it was legal or not. But then President Trump clearly already has his sights on other countries. He's talked about Colombia. He's talked about Cuba. He's talked about Iran. He's talked about Greenland. So let's just talk about some of these situations that are now playing out with these comments. The Colombian president is not taking this as a joke.
Nah.
He's very much not taking this as a joke. So we'll play what Trump said first about Colombia.
We have a very sick neighbor. It's not a neighbor, but it's close to a neighbor. And that's Venezuela. It's very sick. Colombia is very sick, too, run by a sick man who likes making cocaine and selling it to the United States. And he's not going to be doing it very long, let me tell you.
What does that mean? He's not going to be doing it very
He's
long.
not doing it very long. He has cocaine mills and cocaine factories. He's not going to be doing it very
So there will
long.
be an operation by the U.S. and
It sounds good to me.
Yo, he's not going to be doing it very long. No, he won't be doing it very long.
Hey,
I don't
man.
think there's anything wrong with it. Because remember, this is all allegations, right? We
Right.
don't necessarily know if he's working with the Colombian cartels or not. But the fact that there's so much drugs that is coming out of Colombia is a topic of discussion. It has to be.
Depending on who you ask,
Yeah.
the U.S. government has had a hand in some of this drug trade. But if you obviously ask the U.S. government, they would say, no, of course we don't have a hand in the drug trade. You know what I mean? So I don't know, about that. I don't want to make any claims there. But I will say that Colombia's president says that that is a lie. First of all, I'm so happy that the reporter asked and pressed a little bit further. So just so we're all on the same page, you mean that we could be going up in there?
Yeah.
Just so we're clear. And so, sounds good to me is an interesting response. So Colombia's president, Petro, Gustavo, also obviously heard that. And he said on Twitter, although I have not been a military man, I know about war. I swore not to touch a weapon again since the 1989 peace pact. But for the homeland, I will take up arms again that I do not want. So he's basically saying,
mess around and find out. That's
He wants
literally,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Come get me. Now here's the thing, Trump. I've been to Colombia. Please don't go over there messing with them Colombian people, man. I like it over there, and you gonna mess up a bunch of passport bros. They can't go over to Colombia no more. We don't want none of that to happen, man. Colombia is a good place, man. Don't go over there messing with them folks, man.
You know what's crazy about that? I really wanted to go to Colombia, and I've had friends who've gone and said that it's beautiful. And it's great. They felt
Yes,
safe. It's all
yes.
fine. But I didn't know what the actual case was because it gets such a rep for being so
Man,
scary.
Colombia is probably one of the best places. The food there is amazing. The people there are great. Like, it's a great place to go. So, I don't know too much about what's going on as far as like drug trafficking and things like that. But what I do know from when I went, the place is beautiful.
Yeah.
Amazing. I didn't feel any type of scared.
Yeah.
There was no cartel wrapping around.
Interesting.
No, man, none of that happens. I ended up going to where Pablo Escobar's little hideout place was. They did have like a whole museum. Nothing.
Museum?
Nobody bothers you. Okay. You're American. You go there and you hang out and you chill.
And where were you? Bogota?
No, I was in Medellin.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in the heart of it. Yeah, I was in the heart of it. Exactly. Nobody bothers you.
Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
No.
True.
Look, because reports are saying that Colombia had an estimated 253,000 hectaacres. I don't even know how much that is.
Yeah, what is a
of
hectare
land.
acre?
I don't know. Oh, God. I don't even know how much that is. Acres of land under cultivation, the largest in over 2 decades. That sounds like a lot.
So who reported that?
That's Reuters.
That's interesting because if you ask Colombia's president, and that's why I don't know.
Yeah.
If you ask Colombia's president, he is not doing anything in the drug trade himself and is actively trying to stop it.
As a leader, you we obviously see that leaders lie all
Oh,
the
for
time.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Of course, he's not going to come out and say,
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
I did sprinkle a little dust over there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Nah, of course, they're not going to come out and say that. But to have that much land allegedly under on Colombian soil and not know about it is neglecting.
So it does seem like
It's
he
a
does know
neglect.
about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
first of all, he's been popping off on Twitter
Yeah.
to start off with, and he's been saying all types of stuff. One of which is that he says he's not illegitimate, he's not a narco. He only has his assets that his family, his assets of his family home that he still pays for with his salary, and that his bank statements have been published, and that no one could say that he spent more than his salary. He says he's not greedy. So he's trying to say that I'm on the up and up, like I am not a part of any kind of corruption. I'm not a narco. I'm not involved in that. And he claims that Marco Rubio is getting just bad information about what's going on there. He is acknowledging that there is a problem with the drug trade, but he says that there are Colombian politicians linked familially or commercially to the mafia who are trying to break up relations between the U.S. and Colombia so that they can traffic more cocaine across the world. So he's saying that Marco Rubio is listening to people who are telling him that when he's trying to stop it, and they're doing all of this to break up the U.S. and Colombia, which is clearly working right now. Again, he could be lying. I have no clue.
And here's a point to that, because back in the day in Colombia, I mean, if you were a politician and you went against the cartel, you would get killed, like immediately. So for him still being alive and trying to do all this, I mean, it does look suspicious. 100%. Like you don't know what's going on, because if you were against it, some of them cartel would definitely put hits out on you and try to kill you. I mean, that's
interesting.
That's just what cartel did back in Colombia. You know what I mean? Like, so for you not, and this is once again allegedly. So for him to not know, kind of
Is that
suspicious.
true though?
Where's the I'm saying, where's the accountability? Even if he didn't know, right? Let's just act like he didn't know. Where's the accountability as the president? First, you don't know what's going on in your own place that you're governing, that you're looking over. That's one, wild as ever.
Little red flag.
That's a big red flag. And then again, I think he does know. So why are you allowing it? You should be putting your military in place to stop this.
He claims that he is trying to stop it and has seized drugs. And I mean, look at our country. It's not like we're just sitting over here with zero drugs on the street. And there are efforts to stop it, but it does happen anyway. So it's like, if we're pointing fingers, we got 4 pointing right back at us. We've got a heck of a drug trade going on right now here too. I mean, I think it's a problem that all these world leaders deal with. So I really don't know, but I can tell you that this got messier.
It's different though. It is different though, Alana, because it's like they're actually funneling the drugs. I can see they're funneling the drugs to America, allegedly. So it's like America isn't just generating our own drugs. They're coming from somewhere else.
1,000%.
And it's coming from the source, which is allegedly Colombia. I love allegedly. That's my favorite word since I started working.
But the U.S. and Colombia have been working together. This rift is new.
Yeah.
Like they have been getting support from the U.S. to tackle the drug trade.
Right. Just because something has been happening doesn't mean it needs to continue.
No, they've been trying to stop it.
That's us trying to stop it right now. Get them up out of there.
No, here's an idea. They have medicinal marijuana. Let's just make medicinal cocaine. Y'all ever thought about that? Let's make medicinal cocaine. If you listen, you can make cocaine good. You know what I mean? Just like they make weed good. You can make medicinal cocaine. I guarantee you, if you realize how much money is in the cocaine trafficking business, they would be like, let's tax it. Let's go put some money.
For sure.
Let's tax it. You know?
And that's to me why all this didn't really make sense anyway, because again, this is a drug people do for fun. Like fentanyl is like the scary, crazy one.
Killing you.
But cocaine, I feel like half our lawmakers.
No, stop. What are y'all talking about?
What are you talking about?
People was doing drugs for fun, cocaine for fun in the 80s. And what happened? You look down 90s, that's where you start seeing crackheads. That is what happens with drugs.
Time out. You can't put cocaine and crack in the same thing.
Right.
We created coke. I mean, we created crack, dog.
But again,
not black people. I'm just saying.
Partying
they're not
with
even
cocaine.
punished the same.
They're
crack
not
and
even
cocaine.
They're two different things.
100%.
Fair, but it's a cheaper version. That's what they initially
crack
tried
is a
to
cheaper
make
version
it.
of
way
cocaine.
more
Yes.
addictive.
Yes.
What are you saying? You're sitting here saying that it's all fun and game. No. communities,
No.
our communities have been affected by this.
Cocaine became bad when people started stepping on it. Cocaine became bad when you.
But that's
wait.
what happens with drugs.
No.
That's the issue.
Back
Why
in the,
are you gonna
listen to me. Back in the 90s, back in the 80s, back in the 70s, cocaine was pure, brother. Like,
Right.
are you kidding me?
Right.
There was no like, you weren't cutting this cocaine. You were getting the very purest of cocaine. So it wasn't a like detrimental as these people were. As now, when you do, a lot of people don't do cocaine now is because it's cut with so many stuff. This is real talk.
Yeah.
This is real.
So
This
y'all
is
don't-
real.
You're
This is
you're
real.
still not
Your
hearing,
argument
like, the
is that
flaw in the-
cocaine should just be gone totally because it can be transformed
It
into
can
crack,
be
and it is something that can
It's
kill
going to
people.
become an economy eventually. It's going to become some sort of.
So now you're
economy
backtracking.
No, but what I'm saying, I'm saying if we allow that to continue to happen as it has, eventually there's going to be people that can afford the prime stuff.
Okay.
They can't afford the good stuff that you can just have fun with, and we don't even know if they're just having fun and how that really affects them. But then there's going to be poor people that want to have fun
100%.
too, and then that's when you start getting the stepped on drugs
100%.
like crack.
It's already
100%.
happened.
Thank you.
Exactly.
But
So
here-
why are
but
we continuing it?
Here's the thing, though, man. You've had people that smoke marijuana
tripping.
for no, you're not tripping. But
Final thoughts here.
Yeah, you
'Cause
have
we gotta move
people.
on.
You've had people that smoke marijuana for years, bro. And then the government said, you know what, bro? It's not as bad as what people make it seem. So let's try to tax it and this, that, and the third. And let's grow it inside of our own whatever to make it good. Medicinal marijuana. I mean, that's where you have medicinal marijuana. Why not have medicinal? All I'm saying is, bro, if there is cocaine that is bad, that's what I'm saying. Medicinal cocaine. I say it funny, but I mean, I'm serious. I mean, you're going to do it regardless, bro. People are going to do cocaine regardless. That's just facts. All right. So why not put it somewhere where you can monitor how it's getting made in X, Y, Z? That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm
We'll
saying.
just let it.
We'll just
let
leave it there
rest
because
there.
I wanted
all
to
I'm
tell you
saying.
guys how it got a little bit messier on X with the president of Colombia. So he was saying that he believes that the U.S. really got mad at him because of his stance on what happened with Israel and Gaza, with the Palestinians. And his quote was, where is this? It says, let me find it. Yeah, they were right there on screen.
Yeah.
I spoke against the genocide in Gaza. How I would have loved to accompany you in making peace in Gaza, where the Palestinians love me, and perhaps if instead of going to capture a Latin American president with small controls over oil because you blocked Venezuela's oil and condemned its people to hunger and triggered the exodus that reached your own country, ... Next part of the statement says, for what I said, meaning that, you took the arrogance to punish my opinion, my words against the Palestinian genocide. Your punishment is to falsely accuse me of being a drug trafficker and of having cocaine factories. I don't have a car, nor farms abroad. I'm still paying off my house to the bank with my salary. It's unjust, and I fight against injustices. I don't know if that's true. In fact, I know he probably was also upset, Trump. I think Trump probably is also upset because he had also said that a clan of pedophiles wants to destroy our democracy. And he was basically pointing out how he feels like to keep the Epstein list from coming out, they were sending warships to kill fishermen and threaten everybody out here. So he's been popping off.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you said you've been to Colombia before,
Yeah, I have.
right?
For a whole month.
Okay.
I was there for a month.
I guess because I've never been outside the country, right? So I've heard that the cartels really do run the city, at least.
They do.
They basically run the government.
They
there.
do.
The president, that's why when he's talking like this, it's like, dang, bro, you that broke? Like, how you that broke and you the president? So is it that the cartels really are the people that's like heading over the country?
Cartel doesn't let anything happen to any Americans, but just because of this, they don't want anything. They don't want no type of smoke with what we got going.
Right.
If you mess with us, then you have to mess with, quote unquote, the alleged drug trafficking that's going on. So they can't mess with that. So yes, the cartels do run a lot. And this is not coming from my speculation. This is coming from me asking when I went to the Pablo Escobar place and I was talking to actual cartel members. That was like, hey man, how safe is this? Like, do y'all still run it? He was like, yeah, we have our hand in everything. We know about everything that goes on when Americans are coming here. We know about all that. So
Wow.
yeah.
So, but they were kind to
Yeah.
you?
Oh, very, very nice.
The
Doesn't
cartel
mean-
members.
Very nice.
They identify themselves as cartel members.
Very nice. They didn't say per se. They kind
Yeah.
of gave me one of these, shake their heads, winks, all
What,
that.
were they doing security or something?
No, they was running his museum.
Oh, they were running the museum. They were working there.
Yes. The whole museum is ran by his people. Dude, Pablo Escobar's cartel. I mean, that whole thing is huge over there. Yes.
Wow.
You
Yes.
could be a nice murderer. You
100%.
could be a nice- I'm not calling all of them murderers.
Yeah,
or anything
100%.
like that,
but they were very polite people.
The only thing
Very
that is
polite people.
alarming about this is that they're just so close to America. I can see it. You're being a car. If that's what your country does, fine. But if you're trying to make money from funneling drugs, so it's like you're so close to us. Think about it. Would you like somebody, your neighbor, selling drugs out their crib?
If they're gonna help, you know what I'm saying? If I get paid a little bit, you know what I mean? Hey,
But if you-
pay me to be quiet. I won't
had
say
a child-
nothing.
If I had a
You know what I
child,
mean?
if I had a child, I'm not going for any of that. So again, I kind of understand where he's coming from. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. So then that was with Colombia. And then there was a different situation that popped up with Greenland. Now, Greenland has been kind of in the conversation if you've been paying attention long enough, because Trump has been saying that he feels like the United States should have Greenland. And everybody's kind of been wondering what that meant. You know what I mean? Like, because it seems like Denmark would have some questions about that kind of a statement. And they have. They've said, like, what are you talking about? We're not just giving away Greenland. You can't just have Greenland. But that's what Trump has been saying, because strategically it would be good for the United States. And I think after Maduro got kidnapped / captured in the middle of the night, people are paying a little bit more attention to what Trump is saying about what he wants to do in other countries. So here's what Trump said about that.
I will say this about Greenland. We need Greenland from a national security situation. It's so strategic. Right now, Greenland is covered with Russian and Chinese ships all over the place. We need Greenland from the standpoint of national security. And Denmark is not going to be able to do it, I can tell you.
What does he mean by national security, though? I always what does he mean by we need them for national security?
You want to take this one?
You
or-
could, if you
Okay, so from doing my research recently, Greenland is in a really strategic standpoint because it's near the Arctic. It's right there in the Arctic Ocean. So the Arctic Ocean has been a point of like battle, not battle, but like a lot of countries want that area because that ships that could go through there. At first it was frozen, but it started melting. The ice started melting. So it's like people are fighting for things like air and sea routes, critical for detection of long range missiles. It's relevant to future Arctic shipping also, and then it's just very strategic.
It's in a good strategic location.
It's in a really good spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And so, more importantly, it's a member of NATO. So for being a territory of Denmark, it's a member of NATO. And NATO has this whole thing where it's an attack on one of us is an attack on all of us. We all ride at dawn. If one of us gets attacked, we all have to go. We all have to talk about what we all do next. We're all protecting each other. So the United States being a member of NATO and floating, doing something to another member of NATO has a lot of people kind of concerned right now.
Yeah.
Because one person, who is this? The, what was their title? This is the Frederiksen. Who is Frederiksen? Yes, Denmark's prime minister, there we go, said that if the U.S. were to attack another NATO member, everything stops. Basically, it would be the end of NATO. Because what do you do if, two people in your own, who do we come to defend?
True.
We all got to pick sides at that point. So this is a really big deal. And this is everything that's been set up since post, World War II. So this would be a whole restructuring of how we all come to each other's aid and who's aligned with who. I mean, this is a big deal. And it's not like this is just talk at this point. In fact, Stephen Miller's wife just posted and said soon. She posted like a picture of like a Greenland colored type of flag and said the caption soon. So in fact, Stephen Miller, who was a White House advisor, was asked about this recently because everybody was wondering, what does your wife mean by this? What does the president of the United States mean by this? And his quote was, the United States should have Greenland as part of the United States. There's no need to even think or talk about this in the context that you're asking about a military operation. Nobody's going to fight the United States militarily over the future of Greenland. And that was part of an exchange that he was having with I think Jake Tapper, which is an anchor who was asking him about this, and he felt like Jake Tapper was trying to just kind of get a headline out of him. But it was a fair question, because if we're eyeing Colombia after what just happened with Venezuela, and we've said that we're just going to move into Venezuela and run it potentially, then people do want to know what you mean by some of these other comments.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. And what I've been looking into is it's just all about like people competing. Like we're competing for who gets the better positioning, and right now we're going up against China right now. It's interesting because Denmark is so important. Denmark is weird when it comes to Greenland. Like Greenland is part of Denmark's kingdom, but like they can kind of operate and do their own stuff, like their own government. It's like almost like a state. But they was found to have been trying to do some dealings at one point in like 2017 with China. China was at one point trying to get airports over into Greenland. So like China's been trying to, touch these other places that we've been trying to touch also. And it's like we're trying to be reactionary towards it. But it's like we also got to stop that because China knows what they're doing, y'all. They're trying to get number one. I don't know if it's going to be okay for them to be number one, but they're trying to become number one.
I think, and that's the question everybody is kind of talking about right now. Should the United States be the policeman of the world? Should the United States just think that they should be able to kind of do whatever they want, operate however they want? If you ask some people, the answer would probably be yes. I mean, if you want to put America first and put America in the best possible position, then you would try to take Denmark, or not Denmark, Greenland. You would try to do all these things because it would be putting America in the best possible position. But other people would look at this stuff and think, why is America just constantly getting involved into foreign affairs instead of just using the resources we have and the strategic partnerships we have and just minding our own business?
Yeah. It's an arena, y'all. I'm trying to tell you.
It is an arena.
Because, again, it's China. I think we would be cool if China was not trying to get their hands in all these other countries. If China, they've been trying to loan out to all different types of people because that's strategic positioning right there. Once you get a loan to a country, it's like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna start out with the airports over here, and then slowly and surely, you miss one payment. All right, cool. Don't worry about it. I'll put a military base there. Now it's like, okay, now they got control over that country. We've seen it with multiple different countries in Africa. It's scary. It's not like America is just the only people that's trying to be imperialist, because I think that we are, but we're seeing China trying to do the same thing.
So speaking of just not knowing what comes next, in Venezuela, there was obviously this line that the oil companies were going to go in and basically revitalize their oil industry. And everybody was kind of assuming that Trump spoke to the oil industries first. In fact, Trump said that he spoke to the oil industries and said that they were down to invest billions of dollars to make sure that we could go into Venezuela and extract all the oil that they have. They're sitting on like the largest oil reserve known in the world. So now these oil companies are saying, we don't know what he's talking about. And I think that's a little strange. Apparently, if you believe the reporting, which Reuters has reported on this, a few other people have reported on this, the three biggest U.S. oil companies, ExxonMobil, ConocoPhillips, and Chevron, claim, based on Reuters reporting, that they have not had any conversations with this administration about Maduro's ouster, and said that they have had no conversations with the White House about operating in Venezuela pre-removal or post-removal. And that's directly conflicting with what the White House is saying about it, because a White House spokesperson, Taylor Rogers, just recently said as well, all of our oil companies are ready and willing to make big investments in Venezuela that will rebuild their oil infrastructure, which has been destroyed by the illegitimate Maduro regime. So are they going in there or are they not?
Yeah.
Because whoever goes in there knows they probably have a heck of a fight upcoming. And do they want to spend all the money to not really know if their assets are going to be protected and not know if it's just going to be nationalized again? This could be a whole loop. That's what happened the last time they went in there and tried to pump oil out. They got nationalized. So do they want to take the same risk? Trump says yes. According to the reporting, the companies are saying, I don't know what you're talking about. They got a meeting on Thursday to talk about it. But apparently Trump also told NBC News that the oil companies were absolutely aware that they were thinking about doing something, but we didn't tell them that we were going to do it. Just kind of like what if I speak to everybody? I kind of floated it. So I don't know what's going on here, but imagine we do all of this and the oil companies don't even want to do it. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
Because then what?
We did all this for nothing.
Yeah, because the regime is still in place. All that's really happened is Maduro's gone. His entire government and military structure is still in place.
Yeah.
Whatever. So, we're watching it. We'll see what happens. But we do have to go to a quick break, and we will be right back. Welcome back to Hot 97 News. Did you see the Critics' Choice Award last night? First of all, I'm going to be on my Kanye and say congratulations to Timothée Chalamet. But people feel like Michael B. Jordan got robbed.
Michael B. Jordan did get robbed.
Timothée Chalamet did not deserve the Actor of the Year award over Michael B. Jordan. It's that simple,
It's
bro.
that
There's
simple.
no way. There's no way they gave Timothée Chalamet that over
Michael B.
Sinners.
Jordan. I couldn't tell you because I did not watch Marty Supreme. I saw Sinners
I
like
haven't
3
seen it.
times.
Oh, you saw it?
I
Did
did.
you?
I'm
Was it
telling
good?
you,
What'd you
was
think
a
about it?
Snore fest.
Oh,
bro.
really?
I'm telling you, it made zero sense. It was boring. Like, okay, so
About a ping pong player, right?
It was about a ping pong player, bro. It was about a ping
Well, I
pong
can't talk
player,
too much
bro.
because sooner or later they're gonna make a movie about a pickleball player. So
Pickleball.
I don't want to crap on him too hard, dude.
Nah,
But I saw Sinners like 3 times.
Man,
that
Sinners
was such a
Sinners
good
was incredible.
movie.
So
Yeah.
wait, what was Marty Supreme about?
All right, so Marty Supreme was basically, it was supposed to be because he had a lot of different commercials and advertisements. Like they put a lot. This is A24's most expensive film.
Love A24.
They
Okay.
put a lot of money into the advertisement of Marty Supreme.
Oh,
And-
we saw
Yeah,
Timothée Chalamet.
you've seen it
Yeah.
everywhere. Hence that was the music video
Yeah,
really?
yeah,
It was
yeah.
confirmed it was him.
No, still not gonna
Okay. But yeah, so it was a lot of different things that they was trying to do to push this guy. So you see ping pong balls everywhere throughout commercials, right? You're thinking that this guy is about to be a ping pong master, a ping pong tournament master. But really, it's about a guy that's trying to get to a ping pong tournament, and he's trying to finesse everybody in order to get there.
Oh my god!
Oh, it's about his journey to a
Yeah,
tournament.
To a tournament. To a tournament.
Oh, I'm thinking it was like he was about to be like this
Me
professional
too.
ping pong player.
Can I do a spoiler? Can I do a
Yes,
spoiler?
please.
No, well,
Spoiler alert.
I wouldn't do a
I ain't
spoiler.
gonna
You're
do
on
a spoiler
TV.
alert.
I'd be pissed if I
I don't
were.
know. Look, did he?
No, don't spoil it.
Whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever.
Because I hate spoiling.
Yeah.
The point is,
He
Sinners
won.
was a really good movie
Sinners
compared
was
to whatever that
Sinners
is.
was a great movie. What did what did Rotten Tomatoes give it?
Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 97%.
97.
That's hard.
97.
Now
Yeah.
look at Timothée Chalamet's movie.
97?
What percent he get? 94.
Oh, we got 94. That's not bad.
It's not a
No,
bad
that's not
score.
Bad
But,
comparatively.
Yeah. He got
My A's bigger than your A.
Yeah, we got 3. He got 3 more points.
but mind you, right? So the people in this category was Michael B. Jordan. We had a couple more people. We had Leonardo DiCaprio in that discussion.
Oh, I
also.
see. Ethan Hawke, yeah.
Yep, Ethan Hawke, Wagner Moura, whoever that is, and then we had Timothée
Joel
Chalamet.
Edgerton as well.
Yeah,
who I
yeah,
also
yeah.
don't know. Sorry.
So Michael B. Jordan, right? Nobody in that category, right? Nobody in that category played 2 roles.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
They played. I saw something online. Somebody said that I seen him play identical twins, and I could tell them apart.
You can.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, it's the
He's talking about
craziest-
Michael
it's
B.
the
Jordan.
craziest
If you haven't
part.
seen
Like-
Sinners, Michael B. Jordan played 2 different characters who had their own personalities.
Very much so.
But they were twins. And so he crushed it.
I mean, how do you even? So it's a guy that's playing 2 roles. Some people even argue that it's 3 roles because when he turns into a vampire,
He's a whole
That's
nother
right.
person.
it's like a whole nother
That's
right.
another person. That's a
So
whole nother
it's like,
person.
all right, so really, he played 3 roles going up against Timothée Chalamet playing 1 role.
Yeah.
And the movie was getting a weird amount of hate in the lead up because I
Who's
heard
Sinners? Yeah.
Chelsea Handler talking about this and I didn't really get it, but she was talking about how basically when anything positive came out about Sinners, there was something negative that was published about it, or it just
100%.
wouldn't get the accolades that it was supposed to get.
And we know why.
And I actually feel like I know why, but it's different than your reason.
Oh, well, what's your reason? What's your reason?
Well, I think it was about the messaging. We got two different messages out of Sinners.
Well, we did. We both did get.
Yeah.
So what your message? Well, I'll let you explain your message.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I want to explain my message.
Well, explain it in a way that.
Okay, I just feel like if you watch the movie, you would understand they're kind of talking about the music industry, and they're kind of making a parallel between the people who sell out almost and the people who are trying to stay true to their roots. And it almost seems like, oh, I don't want to spoil it though.
Yeah.
I can't say because I don't want to spoil it.
Then don't say it.
I can't say it. I literally can't. But like,
My
other
take
people
is-
are making it more racial.
Yeah, that was my take. My
Yeah.
take was a little bit more racial, like the racial undertones of how the movie was.
So
and
how'd you see it?
I saw it like that, like how it was very racial, racial tension, racial
Yeah.
differences. It was racist,
Yeah.
in a sense. But yeah, I think the reason that they got a bunch of flack it was because it was Ryan Coogler. Ryan Coogler, and when Ryan Coogler was doing all these interviews, but Ryan Coogler from LA, so it's like he real LA. So
Yeah.
I think they didn't give Ryan Coogler the just that he deserved, in my opinion. I think he got robbed because he's black.
Thank you. Finally, we're getting somewhere.
I didn't even get there.
I think he got robbed because he was black.
I thought the message of the movie was talking about the executives, the higher ups,
the Illuminati.
I wouldn't even say the Illuminati. I'll just say
we know what you're saying. We know what you're saying without saying what you're saying.
It just seemed like they were trying to put people on blast, and not to make it weird or not to make it about a certain group or anything like that, but just saying it seemed like they were saying that people who are owning these the music industries and the labels and all that kind of stuff, the people who are kind of at the top do dangle just all these riches and glories and money and all that kind of stuff in front of these people and have them sell out. That's what Chloe Bailey was saying. Was it Chloe Bailey? She was basically saying like she saw a parallel in herself that the people who sell out do way better than the people who are trying to stay true to themselves.
Always. That will always happen. And people really realize a lot of people weren't going to the movies before Sinners came out. Like the movies to the movie numbers were down.
Yeah.
But when Sinners, Ryan Coogler revitalized that when Sinners came out. Everybody, when's the last time y'all been to the movies?
I go all the time.
You go all the time.
I go almost.
I used to go all the time.
Mill.
I don't anymore.
Okay, Mill. So when you're at the movies, how often do you see
it was
dead?
so aggravating. That's how good this movie did.
Oh, it was packed?
No, yeah, it was packed
Yeah,
out.
and when he probably goes, there don't be nobody.
But see, that's another thing that's interesting because it's like, imagine somebody comes to you with a movie idea and they said, I want to make a movie, right? Stay with me.
I'm here.
About vampires. Okay. I mean, I've seen multiple different vampires. Now let's have black people in it. Okay, cool. I mean, all right, we tried it.
You would have lost a lot of people right there.
But we see vampires in Brooklyn. That hasn't worked before, but hey, we'll let it slide, all right? And then I want to make it a musical. Vampires, black people, and musical. Are you putting money into that?
No,
I'm not putting money into no.
I'm not.
It's not a comedy. It's not a romance.
Nah.
It is a horror film.
100%.
I'm not putting any money into that.
Not at all.
Yeah.
The fact that he was able to pull this whole idea
That's
off
so
is
true.
like even crazier than ever. Like,
Yeah.
But I feel like the message, if you could really, because the Native Americans tried to warn them first, which is the funny part about it.
You touching on
Boy,
something.
and I can't really go all the way there because it's a family establishment. We're not doing that. But I just feel like the message itself is so effing deep if you can get it. And most people just
Well, and also the way Ryan Coogler shot it, he shot it on like 4 different types of he shot it on a wide angle. It was another angle that if you saw it in another movie, it would like stretch out. He shot it 4 different ways.
Yeah.
So even that, like the way he shot it, bruh, Michael B. Jordan got robbed. Michael B. Jordan got robbed, bruh, robbed.
So the Oscars are about to be happening soon because it's award season.
Yeah, it is.
If Sinners doesn't, if Michael B.
the
Jordan
movie of the year
does not get something.
If actor of the year, movie of the year, something, bruh.
If he doesn't get, he needs to get number 1. He needs to get best actor at the awards. I don't care. If nobody played 2 roles.
Yeah.
Nobody played 2 roles. The only other movie, because I'm sorry, y'all, I'm kind of like a movie critic. I love movies. The only other movie that I could even say was up there to Sinners was Leonardo DiCaprio's movie. But even in that, he was kind of mid. So it's like, come on, now
Michael B. Jordan gave a masterful performance for sure because you're arguing against
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
With two competing narratives. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, it was such
and
a
he's
good-
not
you
one of
gotta watch the
Oscar.
movie.
He's not one of Oscar yet, son.
Okay, so speaking of the industry in general, you really wanted to talk about what's going
Not
on
a re-
with Joe Budden and Aidan
Why
Ross.
do you always do that? Like this is just like I'm ready to speak about it. No, this is just something.
I thought you were
No, this is just something that's hot in the streets right now.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Aidan Ross and Joe Budden beef. Well, it's not even an Aidan Ross and Joe Budden beef. It's an Aidan Ross needs to shut his mouth type of situation.
Sounds like you got some opinions to me.
No, I do have a lot of opinions. Well, here's the thing. If a lot of people don't know, if you don't know who Aidan Ross is a streamer on Kick. He's one of their number one streamers on Kick, actually. And for years, Aidan Ross has been just trash talking Doechii. And Doechii is an artist on TDE. And, you know, she sings the song Anxiety. So...
Yeah.
You know, Aidan Ross hates her. He hates her. He does not like her by any means. And everybody in the industry or on TDE is like, hey, Aidan, you better watch out or we gonna have to see about you. So this guy named Glasses Malone, who is a West Coast Crip, he was telling Aidan, like, bruh, we gonna have somebody come touch you. Joe Budden hopped on, piggybacked off that, and was like, hey, bruh, I want to see that happen because you need to shut this white boy up. Joe Budden hates Aidan Ross, by the way. He absolutely hates Aidan Ross. Hates him. And so Aidan Ross pretty much is saying, like, hey, Doechii is an industry plant. Now, do y'all know what an industry plant is?
Loosely,
Break it down. Break it down.
Well, yeah,
Break
why don't
it
you just
down.
tell people?
All right, I'll just read you. I'll read you the absolute the definition.
Okay.
Now, industry plant is an industry plant is an artist or public figure who appears to gain popularity organically, but is actually backed early and heavily by industry money, connections, and marketing. Doechii is not that by any means.
She's not an industry plant.
No, Doechii.
All right, so we got anxiety.
Listen.
Keeps on trying
Time
me.
out.
Give me another one.
I don't need to give you another song.
tune, Dale.
I don't need to
She
give you
could
another
be a
song.
one-hit wonder.
Yeah, but she's not
that
a one.
makes
She's
almost
not a
more
one-hit
sense
wonder.
because if she got it out the mud and did it herself,
She's
then
not an industry plant.
She just struck gold with that
Give
one
me another
song.
tune, Dale. I'm
Just
waiting
because-
on
just
another
because
tune.
I
Industry
don't know
plant
that-
would have another tune,
Yes,
though, wouldn't
but
they?
just because I don't know her music doesn't make her an industry
But
plant.
wouldn't that make you an industry plant if I did know your whole catalog because all your songs have all this money
no,
behind
not
you?
Drake is
Not
not, an
necessarily.
industry
Not necessarily.
plant. Drake,
Not necessarily.
Michael Jackson,
I'm not
anybody that
saying,
has
like-
real
I'm not
talent,
saying,
you
like,
of course know their
as a rule.
discography.
Doechii has real
what do
talent.
you-
But
I'm
she's
not
newer.
Saying, no, I'm
What do you
not saying
mean?
she doesn't. I'm saying she was popping up out of nowhere, bro.
No, she was
Last
on
year,
TikTok,
she was-
YouTube. You just didn't see her. That's the
Right.
problem with y'all.
So-
No. That's the problem with y'all. Y'all think that just because y'all don't see them, they industry plants. That's not it. Just because you don't see it, it don't pop up on your algorithm doesn't mean that she's an industry plant. She's been doing this.
Hold on, but so my question more so was, if I were an industry plant, wouldn't the industry continue propping me up beyond just the one song?
100%.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the fact that you have one song that
100%.
you know of almost goes against the idea of you being an industry
Jack
plant
Harlow.
because you'd
Not
have more money.
the case.
Jack Harlow, industry plant. 100% industry
And I know
plant.
a few of
Jack Harlow
And I
is
don't- yeah,
industry
he's a-
plant.
yeah.
1000%. And I rock with Jack Harlow, but industry plant.
I just think that Doechii. I mean, I haven't heard her like. She's gotten awards recently. It's like I don't even know like why.
And that
mind you, I worked at a radio station before here. We only played Anxiety. That was the only thing we really played.
100%, 100%. But that don't mean that just because you don't know her music doesn't make her an industry plant by any
Okay,
means.
so then
That makes her the
what
opposite.
makes somebody an industry plant? Can you name another
Jack
industry
Harlow.
plant?
I just
Another
said
one.
it. What do you
Jack Harlow?
mean?
Who else? Because I know a couple Jack Harlow songs. So forgive me, y'all.
Exactly. I mean, there's a ton of industry plants out there. I mean, I can't think of them right off the top of my head, but Jack Harlow is the one that I know for a fact that's probably an industry plant. 1000%. Where did Jack Harlow come from? Kentucky. Who come out of Kentucky? Who come out of Kentucky rapping?
Would you consider Iggy Azalea? Was she an industry plant, or did she get it? Because she was from Australia and then made it as a rapper, right?
She was
T.I.'s
T.I.'s
industry
She was
plant.
T.I.'s Yeah.
Wait, no, she was or she was not.
No,
Industry
she.
plant?
Iggy Azalea is an industry plant too, in my opinion.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
See,
I don't know.
Here's the thing: industry plant is such a broad thing. Like, I mean,
everybody says it.
Everybody says it, so it's
Yeah.
like anybody can be an industry plant.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you look at the facts of how people got in there, I mean, how people got their career off the ground, bro, you'd be like, bro, you literally came out of nowhere. And this is not Jack Harlow was doing music and like literally stopped doing music. Nobody was listening to it at all. So he wasn't coming up in the TikTok and the Instagram era, right? Jack Harlow came out of nowhere.
So then how does one become an industry plant? Like how, like if
That's
you,
a good question. I don't know.
how do they pluck somebody out and be like, you're it, you're the next one?
I'm gonna get right to that. Can you tell me what the definition was one more time?
An industry plant
He's
is
over
an
here
artist
cooking.
is an artist or public figure who appears to gain popularity organically, but is actually backed early and heavily by industry money, connections, and marketing.
Is she under a label?
Yeah,
Yes, under TDE, right?
She got signed. Yes, most artists get signed.
Using that definition, almost anybody that is signed is an
No,
industry plant.
dude. Oh my
Because
gosh,
if
bro.
I'm putting
What?
keep it a stack.
No.
If I'm putting multi-millions of dollars into somebody, I'm going to do the best and put whatever advertisement I need to, whatever bots I need to in order to get my investment back, or at least make you look good enough for the people to like you.
But an industry plant is created, though, brother. Like Doechii got signed, and then they start putting money behind her. So
then
that's not an industry
They're not
plant.
picked out, then, Lana. That's to your answer. They're not just plucked out. They're just created.
Well, I just love to see a black woman win.
For sure,
A
100%.
dark-skinned black
For sure.
woman
100%.
win. You know what I mean?
100%.
Because to be light skinned, everybody knows. To be light skinned over the years, be light skinned, whatever.
100%.
Love seeing somebody for just dark black girls to be like, she's beautiful, she's talented, I want to be her. It's a great role model.
Yeah.
I love Doechii.
Shout out to Doechii, man.
Shout
and
out.
Aidan Ross, you gotta chill with the comments, man. I mean, these streamers are getting a little out of hand with it, especially you. You're getting a little out of hand with comments, bro. Especially when you have made a career off of bringing artists on your platform and trying to like build your platform around the culture. Come
Yeah.
on, bro.
Facts.
Come
Protect
on, bro.
black women. Doechii, I just want to hear more songs from you. I'm actually going to go ahead and just give your stuff a listen so I can actually
shout
like
out to
it more.
Doechii,
Hey,
bro.
man.
Shout out
Shout
to
out
you.
to Doechii,
Protect
man.
black women. And Joe Budden, you said he was.
Oh, Joe Budden.
We gotta
saying
move
some
on,
stuff?
y'all.
Joe Budden's
My
on rock
bad.
with it.
I
Joe
just
Budden's
wanted
on
to
rock
say,
with it.
Joe Budden, you said I had a trash shirt on. I was taking trash out with my trash shirt. I don't appreciate it, bro. But I
was
do
his best
appreciate
shirt.
the shout out. I do appreciate the shout out.
You know how long he's been holding on to that?
I have, bro.
got
Every time
nothing
I
to
wear
do
it.
with this.
That was one of the best shirts in my closet, too. I'm sitting here like, yo, how you gonna call it my dumpster shirt, bro?
You better throw it away.
That's
That would
crazy,
have
bro.
man.
I haven't worn it since. That's crazy.
Don't let that man keep you
Yeah,
from wearing
bro.
your best
Shout out
shirt.
to
Yeah,
Joe Budden,
shout out to
man.
Joe.
Shout out to Doechii. Black women, protect y'all.
Come on now.
All right, let's talk about Mickey Rourke. So Mickey Rourke had a GoFundMe in his name at least. And the whole story about it, which, made news headlines, was that he was facing possible eviction from his house in Los Angeles. I guess it was a rental, actually. And he fell $59,100 behind in rent. So about $60,000 behind in rent. And so the GoFundMe campaign was set up to help him cover his housing-related expenses. So I don't know how we got here. $102,000 for somebody to pay a $60K rent is crazy. Mind you, now the story has developed to Mickey Rourke saying, "Oh, I didn't do this. I didn't do this at all."
Of course you didn't.
In fact, the quote was, "I'd rather, if I needed money, I wouldn't ask for no effing charity. I'd rather stick a gun up my A and pull the trigger." I'm sorry. I actually didn't read that before this.
That's
so I didn't know
crazy.
that's what this is about to go.
You ain't reading it. That's because this man is wild, bro. Yeah. How do you? So, dang. Maybe rich people is like getting away with stuff. Because how do you get $60,000 in rent money due?
Boy,
Like,
these people, you behind
What do you
$1,000 and
Come
they
on
trying
now.
to kick you
Come
out.
on
I
now.
think
And he
it's
behind
60K.
one payment. I missed. I'm not even missed. I'm scared to miss one payment.
You
I think I'm
behind
out of there.
60? You behind
Oh my
60?
god.
But that's the thing, because now he's saying, again, he'd rather do whatever he wants to do instead of asking for charity. He says that he didn't authorize it or know about this fundraiser. He said it was embarrassing. He said it was humiliating and against his values on Instagram. But somehow it was created and has $100,000 in it already. And apparently somebody said they had his direct authorization to do this. It said the GoFundMe was created by Leah Joelle Jones, who said it was made with Rourke's full permission. And he's just disputing that.
Hey, I got this is a little funny thing that you can maybe do. Get a job. Go work, brother.
What job is paying $60K like that? He
well,
ain't getting that back.
He could probably get that as an actor. I mean,
Yeah, go work as a PA, bro. Go work as a grip. Go do something on set.
What does that say about us though? Like how did he get 100,000 people? And from what I've seen,
Right.
man, granted, I've only seen like one thing from him. He was in The Wrestler.
wanna go to that.
He was in The Wrestler, that movie back in in the day. And it did get an Oscar. It did get an Oscar, but like how he was able, he's not like a A-list actor or anything like that. So the fact that he was able to get this much money is so crazy, man.
Hold on, I think it's funny that if he's telling the truth and he had no clue, the GoFundMe's name is Help Mickey Rourke Stay in His Home.
Oh, wow.
That is so embarrassing.
Oh, wow.
That is embarrassing. If you had no clue and you really didn't want people to do this, and it's literally you with your dog, Help Mickey Rourke Stay in His Home, you can't see this. Man, I wish I found that picture. There it is.
It's on top.
Over there.
It's
up
small.
there.
Gosh, I wish I blew that up for you guys, but that's just so crazy. And the whole thing is like, he entered the American cinema like a force of nature. He was raw. He was fearless. But now,
broke.
he's facing a very real and urgent
That's
situation
wild.
and the threat of eviction. And so the people who are donating, I just went to look for this specifically. People are giving $100, $50, $25. See top? I want to see top. Who gave the most? $5,000 anonymously.
No. Oh my God.
2,500 under that. 2,000 under that. So y'all got many. And you're just giving it. That would pay my whole rent for the month.
For the month.
Yo,
Never
Bruh.
mind.
Let me start a GoFundMe.
I was
real
just about
quick.
to say, is that easy? Is that easy,
What?
bro? What?
Help me stay in my home.
Yeah, it's that easy, dog. That's crazy.
All right. From rich people matters to what people would consider the opposite end of the spectrum.
Oh, you better not.
Jed,
Oh, you better
you
not.
knew. They have
not.
an index where they try to see how McDonald's is doing
You better
as a way to gauge how poor people are doing.
Oh
Dang,
my
That's
God.
what they literally, if McDonald's isn't doing well, they like look at that to see how, like, the reason why. That's like an
mean,
indicator of the economy.
is
Are
only in
people
the-
buying
It makes sense.
food
It's
at McDonald's or
only in the
not?
hoods. It's only in the hoods for real. I don't see it in the nicest places.
I
It's
say
always
all this
around the
to
corner.
say that people got a problem with that McRib, and you eat them.
I do.
And I think that your blood needs to be examined because McRibs. Is it really a rib?
Well, that's the lawsuit that they're
And that's the lawsuit.
That's the claim that they're trying to make. Is the meat a rib? And McDonald's is letting you know it is not. They've said this multiple times. It is pork meat, and they have tried to say that this is a false. This is false advertisement. You're claiming that this is a McRib, but you're got to be the dumbest person in America if you think they actually serving y'all a real rib. Like, what are we doing? This is McDonald's we talking about, and I love McDonald's, but what?
But this is a great indicator of society. I mean, not an example of just what we see in society. They just shape it in the shape of a rib, and then they tell you it's a McRib, and then now you think it's a rib.
I've never seen that shape of a rib.
Never.
Nah, that's
that is the shape of ribs.
You kind of already know that that's not a rib.
And I love it.
And it was made out of pork though the
pork
whole entire
meat.
time.
Pork meat.
At least it's saying it's real food,
Yeah.
right?
The suit argues the word rib and rib-shaped patty create an impression of a premium rib meat, which it does. Because that rib it does look good. But the sandwich is delicious. I don't care what nobody say. The McRib is delicious. Will would agree. It's
Bro,
delicious.
McDonald's in general is delicious, bro.
Yeah,
Come
it's-
on.
it's
Whenever
absolutely incredible.
I haven't had
It's just
McDonald's
got
in like over a
expensive.
decade.
Oh, excuse us.
Since high school.
I haven't had McDonald's in over a decade. Excuse us.
Okay, because it's just I don't want to be smart. Eat McDonald's. It's great. It's real food.
it's
It
not
doesn't
real
make you
food.
sick. It's fine.
I think it's delicious. It
Me
just got
too.
expensive. I used to go there when I was struggling. You know what I'm saying? Like I would go there,
You're the-
spend $3-4, get me a McChicken and 2 double
Immediately
cheeseburgers.
makes my
and
mother
be cool.
effing point.
Hey, listen. She said they projected on poor people, bro. You was like, yeah, bro, it got really too expensive, dog. I can't even hit my.
And so you stopped eating at McDonald's.
I can't even afford McDonald's no
So
more.
when people can't afford McDonald's, they know the economy's got some problems.
They looked at Million and said, yep.
It's the stock market for rich people. It's McDonald's for the other side of the spectrum. Are you in the what was that noise?
That was the sad music of Million being broke. That was. Boy.
I thought I was
Million,
playing.
you ran right into that one, bro. You ran right into that one, dog. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, at least now I don't have to go down as being just like that guy.
Well, you were. So
But immediately proven. I mean, that was a gift from God, to be honest.
sorry, Mill. Sorry, Mill.
My name's Million. I'm not there yet.
Not yet.
All right.
Yet.
We getting there though,
Yet.
baby. We
He'll
getting
be
there though.
Chill.
He'll be there. But that pretty much does it for us. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Peace.